Welcome. We are here at Seaglass Windowscapes out in Bluffton, and I am joined today by Alexis Hills. She is one of the newest members of the team here, so thank you for spending some time with me today. Yeah, and we're actually standing in front of the drapery wall, which is a place I think you haven't highlighted so much, and we're going to get to that in a minute, but tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Yes, my name is Alexis. I've been here for about 6 months with the company now. So it's interesting. We've been working on a bunch of different projects, a lot of interior designers lately, and just fun things like that.
Lots
so,
of remodeling
lot to learn.
Yeah, I'm sure it is a lot to learn. What have been some of the favorite things that you have learned, and maybe one of the favorite things that you like to chat with customers about?
I mean, everyone's different, so just learning those different personalities and those different visions. And one of the funnest things has been drapery. So I just don't think people realize how wide that project can be.
Yeah.
So just helping them navigate that.
Well, I think it's interesting because before we started filming, we kind of chatted about that people don't realize maybe that you do draperies first. And second, it's kind of interesting that they're maybe coming back into fashion a little bit. You haven't heard about draperies for a while. Why do you think maybe it's like kind of a new thing that, well, a new old thing that's coming back in?
Well, I think everyone's used to, you know, your traditional window coverings, and the drapery just kind of adds that extra layer of personality to their home.
Yeah. So when somebody, I know we have other things we want to get to, but just real quickly, when somebody is kind of going through the process of picking out draperies, do you start with the rods? Do you start with the fabric? How do you start with that?
Really probably the fabric. Most of them have a color scheme in mind. So once we know that route, we can kind of direct them, and then hardware usually does seem to be the last step. Just tying like other elements in the home together. So.
Yeah, but it's interesting because obviously there's quite a range of things that you can choose from. So really any kind of decor, you've got something that's going to match it. Okay, so now we are moving into the fall, which is kind of an exciting time. Always fun to change the seasons, and that means there's lots of things going on in the community, lots of festivals and so on. And I know you have some things that you're sponsoring, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we're excited to do the spectacular event this year. It's going to be hosted by the Bluffton Police Department. So we'll just be there dressed up, passing out some candy, and getting involved in the community. Yeah,
and so that's going to be at Oscar Fraser Park on October 25th, I think. And so you're going to be in costumes, you're going to be out there handing out candy, and I think maybe there's going to be like 1,000 kids. So that's fun. I mean, what a great thing to add to the community.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, and then you're going to get ready for some football. So.
Yep, we sponsored the Bluffton Bobcats this year, so they will be shooting out some t-shirt cannons.
Okay.
Will be on the back of those t-shirts with our logo, and
and I know you do. You really do sponsor the Bluffton Bobcats all year. So we're starting with football, but then we'll move into basketball and ladies soccer. So that's exciting. And then lastly, Meals on Wheels is coming to the area, and you're going to have a
we're
route.
Sponsoring a route.
Which is so great. What a great program that is for the community. And then, last but not least, we have to say congratulations, right?
You.
Because we have.
Yes.
A Best of Bluffton winner. So that's exciting. So you won this for best custom window treatments.
Yes, exactly.
So in our last minute or so here, let's wrap up with just exactly that. We talked a little bit about, obviously, the draperies today, but I know you've touched on it in other shows, but just kind of give us an overview of what's here in case somebody hasn't seen it before.
Yeah, so we do interior and exterior products. Exterior, you can expect to see blinds, shutters, shades, anything from some Roman shades to roller shades.
It's really a beautiful showcase if you have showroom if you haven't been here before, and I know you have something for everybody's home, so make sure you're coming to see Alexis out here at Seaglass Windowscapes, and thanks so much for being here.